to the point where you owe the credit card companies nothing, and then if you use the card, you can use it just to buy the float for a month, pay it off, and never give them any interest. Well, before you answer, I just want to say, I want to throw up this one point. I gave at the beginning of the show the example where I was a revolver for 25 years. I was making the payment. I wasn't broke from the standpoint that I was able to make the payments every single month. So is bankruptcy an option in that circumstance? If I would have just stopped paying the cards, I couldn't write them a check for 50 grand. If I could have done that, that would have been the smart play. I don't know. I think I was stupid enough then that I probably wouldn't have done that. But the question is, if I had the 50 grand now, should I do that? Or let's assume I'm your fictitious revolver client. I have $50,000 of credit card debt. Let's just assume I make over $100,000 a year. I have good credit, and I'm spending every penny I make every month to pay on the credit card, so I have no cash in the bank. What do I do to become a quote-unquote deadbeat in the eyes of the credit card industry where I don't owe them any money?
Are you done?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
You sure? So
why don't you just set the stage?
First, now that the stage is set.
No, once I set the stage and give it up, you're not going to let me talk for an hour. So go ahead.
Now that the stage is set, the first thing I'm going to say is go blue tonight. Now, after that, here's the deal.
Hey, I root for blue tonight. I just root for green tomorrow. Go ahead.
There you go. All right, so that makes you and I different. So, anyway, how do you become the deadbeat? And it's an interesting question. You've got a considerable amount of debt. You're paying it. You can afford it on paper, so to speak, because you can make the minimum monthly payment. The reality is that if you have been doing it for 10 years, so you've got to draw the line in the sand. You've got to do something dramatic. And that dramatic option falls into what I'll say 4 different available choices.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Your choices are 1, and I'll go through them in detail in a minute, but file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, do debt resolution, or put yourself in a position through budget management where you find extra money in your budget to help you eliminate the debt sooner and faster and reduce the overall expense over the years.
So you want me to tighten my belt and
belt tightening
extra money?
Belt tightening is not the result of budget management. You're not looking under the couch either. Yeah, you can't look under the couch cushions either. Right. Belt tightening is the art of.
You can find pretzels under the couch cushion usually.
I'm sure you can. Belt tightening,
much to my wife's chagrin,
is the art of denying yourself something for a period of time so that you can achieve a short-term goal. This is a long-term goal. This is a change in the way you think about money, a change in the way you spend money, a change in the way you act with money. So, but we'll get there. Let's talk first about the first choice we have, which is Chapter 7 bankruptcy. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is debt elimination bankruptcy. It is the most efficient, most effective method to get out of debt. What's the result of filing a Chapter 7 bankruptcy? It eliminates all of your unsecured debt.
So I got $50,000 in credit card debt. It's gone.
Gone.
I owe $5,000 in medical bills.
Gone.
Okay.
And
I owe $20,000 on my car.
Well, if you want to keep your car, you have to re-obligate yourself on the car. But let's say if that car is worth $8,000 and you owe $20,000 on it, because we all know somebody that's in that position, and you say, I got ripped off, and now you'd rather just go get a different car and give this one back. If you give it back today without doing something else, they're going to sue you, and they're going to try and garnish your wages. But if you file a bankruptcy, you can choose not to re-obligate yourself on the car, give it back, and get a fresh start. And that's what bankruptcy, Chapter 7, is all about. A fresh start. Eliminate the debt that you owe. Keep most, if not all, the assets that you own. Now, before we continue on that line, I think we have a phone call.
We have a caller that I want to take, and after the caller, I want to ask you a question before you go on. Is if I go and I file that bankruptcy and I get rid of the car that I owe the $20,000 on, will I be able to finance and get another car is going to be my question. But let's go to John on line 1. John, welcome to Law and Reality.
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen. And
So you're a professional lawyer and about the interest and so forth. Now I want to do a reality check here for a minute.
Sure.
Maybe you have this special in consequences to look into it. Maybe you may not. But I just want to let you ask you gentlemen a question.
Sure.
How does a man borrow $20 million over 20 years ago and don't pay no interest on it? And that's what's coming up now and so forth. I think you better know who I'm talking about.
Did our esteemed president do that, or who?
That's right.
Did you just use the word esteemed? There wasn't going to be a second guess, by the way.
I'm using it loosely. How's that? Well, apparently, I'll answer it this way. He must be very, 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 very smart, because that's what he always tells us every time we happen to pick up and watch him on TV.
Very well. I just want to tell you, you're a professional. And quizzes about how do you do that and so forth.
You know, there's an interesting thing about the president. There's so many things that I dislike about the man, his policies, his way of treating people, and everything else. The only thing that I've ever given him credit for is I don't object to the fact that as a business person, he used the bankruptcy laws to his advantage. Because although in his case it's an extreme result, I advocate that we as individuals and consumers and people that are fighting the battle every single day should use whatever we have to our advantage to make it work. So that's the only thing I ever give him. Like, I wrote a few columns in defending him when he was running, when he was attacked for filing bankruptcy, but at the same time I'm always attacking him on everything else because personally I just detest the person. But you're right. I don't have any. If he was able to get his hands on $20 million, hold it interest free for all those years, I guess more power to him. I just wish that as president he would put the country ahead of himself. That's what I'd like to see. Anyway, thanks for the call, Johnny. So.